Hi, everybody. I'm Alexandra the Medium. Welcome to my channel. And this is for my Leo reading for October. A little bit behind, but here we go. So, Spirit, give me any messages of what is in the past for Leo or what may be on their mind for Leo during this month of October. Okay. Spirit, give any messages for Leo and what may be on the minds for the month of October. All right. All right. So the first thing that comes in is the arts, waking up some of that passion and getting into that energy that brings out the passion. It's the arts, the creativity. That energy is coming in for October for the Leos to get in touch with. Okay. Let's see what they say for October in the mind. And what's going on with the Leos? Spirit, give me any message and guidance for Leos, what they're thinking about and the direction they're heading for October. Spirit, give me any guidance for Leos during this month of October. Okay, so there is opportunities for Leo to start doing what they've come here to do. They need to get over some worthiness issues. So start healing these issues that cause them not to believe and dream big and believe about themselves. Because the treasure chest is here. It's just waiting to be opened by you this month. You need to let go of your fear and doubt about the things that your creative skills. It's like a present being waiting to be opened at this time. It's time to do this. In October, if you're not doing and working in your passion, and even if you are, you want to bring in more of this creativity and imaginations coming in and get over this doubt and this disbelief that you have the ability to dream big and create the realities that you want, because you have this energy coming in very strong to start being creative and move forward in these energies. Okay, give us more about what they're feeling on these new endeavors of moving forward in Leo's journey. Spirit, give us some guidance on what's going on Leo's journey for the month of October. Bringing out passion. Give me any guidance. Bringing out passion for the Leos this month. Okay. Okay, for the Leos, I get that they have maybe just discovered and realized something that they wanted to bring into this reality, some creation, but they are confused a little bit. And they're confused and having confrontation within themselves, conflict within themselves, because they're working hard, staying in the 3D energy. And so it brings in this confusion as they've discovered this new gift, new talent, new, whatever it is, their passion. They've discovered it, but it brings in confusion because they're stuck in the 3D. And during October, they're going to need to really work with that and their worthiness to be able to dream big, to be able to bring in these new energies that are coming in for them. They may be a little confused about it, letting go. It's hard to let go at times to the past, to what is known. But when they let go of them, then they bring in the treasure chest. Okay. And they bring in the abundance and all that. It's just waiting to be opened. Instead of working for others and staying in a belief system that doesn't serve them, they are in the need of gaining some clarity on that. What's their lesson? Spirit, give me information on the lesson for Leos during the month of October. What's the lesson for Leos during October? Spirit, give me guidance and messages for Leo during the month of October. Okay, so in comes the Death card. It's the ending. So as this confusion comes in, they may be letting go of these things at this time that are causing them the confusion. Could be a career, a relationship, whatever is holding them back. in their worthiness and in their creations and this transformation. So there is an ending, a tower moment. That's a lesson that they are learning. It may have already come in, and so they're moving forward because this is in their thoughts right now, and it is in the past. So that may have came and awakened this passion that it was coming in, and now they're just starting. They need to gain this belief in themselves and start working towards that by understanding there is a reason they have these desires. It's for their soul purpose and their soul's journey, and they need to allow that to start flowing in for them. Okay. Let's see what else we get about this journey. It's funny that this is really coming in today because, all right, something's going on. Computer. Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so Spirit, give us any messages and guidance for the Leos this month on moving forward, what they need to know in moving forward in their new 5G reality that has been awoken in them, and some changes may have come in their lives right now where they have had to let go of those things that were blocking them. So they may be confused about that, but understanding that divine guidance has come in to bring in why you are here. Okay, and maybe people are judging. So this is interesting. So also, I mean, other people's, maybe giving them the self-doubt as, judging that their creativity. That's what you're fighting against in the worthiness, other people's judgments about it. They're coming in, oh, you shouldn't do that. You need to stick with this. And they're bringing in this crossroads where the decision has to come within each person to take that leap of faith, to make that choice to go live a life that has passion and fulfills the purpose, or to stay in the mundane. It's coming up for a lot of people right now because by 2020, a lot of people should be in their new path, their new journey of bringing out why they came here, whether it's for art or writing or healing, or however you're going to bring your authentic self into the world. Leos are at real crossroads right now because of others. So don't allow others to give you reasons to not believe in yourself. Go within and connect with Spirit, because Spirit is guiding this. Other people's opinions of you do not matter. What matters is that you're living authentically to your truth. And that's a big issue that's coming up for Leos during October. Okay. All right. So let's see what the angel guidance is for them. All right. Spirit, give me any guidance. What message do the angels have for the Leos this month? Spirit, give me any guidance for Leos this month. Moving forward on their soul purpose. Spirit, give me guidance for Leos this month. Moving towards their soul purpose. All right. Oh, wow, I knew this was going to come. Wow. Okay, I knew it was going to be healing. So there is some healing to be done so that you can find that self-worth and self-love that it takes to be on your soul purpose. You've got to connect to that self-love and the belief in yourself to move forward. So this is a big issue, to face those things, whether it's people, places, jobs, whatever it is. You've got to come in and heal those old belief systems that say you can't do it. You need to just do this job. That's how you get by. You need to stay in this 3D matrix. They need to heal some of those issues that have held them back in order to make this decision to move forth into their destiny. And it's hard, However, the divine will bring in, if you don't make this decision, the divine brings in those removes obstacles such as the people, places, things, careers, and all of that. So there is a healing process that needs to take place during October. Really focus on healing. There's a lot of people who do free healings online. Steve Noble, the Soul Matrix, amazing. There's other people. I have some on my YouTube channel. that you can do, but it is really about digging deep and doing that inner work that needs to take place in order for you to move forward. Okay. All right. Let's see what I'm going to pull in a love card too. All right, Spirit. I'm going to get a love message for you, and it could be self-love, but we're going to go ahead and take this message and see what Spirit wants you to know. Spirit, give us any guidance for Leo during the month of October on what they need to do or what message they need about love. Love is always an important part because it brings out our passion, and loving ourselves brings out our inner passion to what we're going to create in the world. And, when someone reaches that place, then they can have love of another. So it depends on where you are in this process. But let's get a love message for October for Leo. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. So this is all about looking deep within, gaining the self-love. And this is also about in the future for new romance, because when you can bring in this self-love, the reflection of you comes in the world and brings that love into your life. If you're not in a relationship now, you're bringing one in. Even if you're in one, that self-love just makes that relationship stronger, and it brings in the connection stronger. And so that's what's going on right now, either in the past or in your mind right now. Okay. All right. So let's see what is coming up, or where you're at right this moment as the Leo, what actions you may need to take right now on your journey. Okay. Spirit, give us any messages needed for Leo and where they are in this moment, what actions they may need to take in their spiritual journey and awakening right now. Okay, so the first thing that comes up is be sensitive, be aware, pay attention to the signs. As you're going through this process of awakening your deepest passions and your soul mission and soul journey, you need to be sensitive and feel. When we connect to our heart, we connect to the passion within us. And that's what is happening right now. Like, you're starting to feel more like, this doesn't feel right anymore. I can't do this work anymore. I can't stand one more day of this mundane life where I'm not living my authentic truth. And you're starting to wake up to that right now. What you're feeling is telling you big messages. Sometimes, like on this journey, people think, oh, well, I'll just go, they start the journey and they get fearful about the journey because, abundance isn't there, or, they're afraid, which is valid, but your soul doesn't doesn't worry about that. Your soul worries about you feeling and being connected to why you are here. The material things, they'll always work out how they're supposed to if you're living your authentic truth. And that saying, feel your way through this. The heart is guiding you. And that is right where you are right now. Okay. All right. Spirit, give us any guidance for Leo during the month of October. Their next steps, what's coming up, what they're feeling, what's going on this mission to purpose. Okay. Mission to purpose here. Spirit, give us any messages and guidance for Leo's mission and purpose and where they're at right now with this. Okay. Okay, so you're going to see the biggest issue is believing in yourself. Okay, so you say you are an artist or a writer or a musician or whatever it is. The prosperity is here. It shows waves of prosperity. You're going to start showing you the signs. And there's someone that's going to come in to help you if you're a writer or musician, whatever it is. This person's going to come in to help you. But the first thing that has to happen is you have to gain the worthiness and believe in yourself. And every day it's a task to continue a little effort towards say you're a painter and every day you got to do a little painting, but each day you grow as you paint that beautiful piece of art. You are a beautiful painting. You begin to believe in yourself because you're seeing your abilities and it grows. It's the same with our gifts. And for me, like every time I allow myself to share my gifts, a part of me grows and I believe more in myself. And that goes with all of us on our soul's purpose. The most important thing is the worthiness, and we have to take it one step at a time. You're not all of a sudden the famous artist, or whatever. You are, it's a piece by piece, you gain this worthiness and belief in yourself. And so you take it one step at a time, 1 hour at a time, and you gain this, okay? And you also have someone that wants to help in this, okay? And right at first, it's not going to be, full success and abundance, but you will see signs. You will get waves of this prosperity and this belief in you, which helps you with this worthiness, okay? And that's what's going on right now. It's like the beginning of this beautiful journey to soul purpose, okay? And soul, really, your soul is completely awakened when when you're living your purpose, right? And that's where this is guiding all of us, is to be connected to our soul, to move into that higher ascension process, okay? Spirit, give us any more guidance that Leo needs for the month of October. Spirit, give us the guidance that Leos need in October. What they need to know, okay? Okay, so, it's a time also that you need to take some time. You're feeling complacent and bored, but during this time, instead of staying in those energies, but they also are leading you into the isolation where you are finding yourself. Okay, so sometimes, being alone and being bored or whatever, it takes us deeper. Like, that's another issue. I can't live in that place anymore. I need to be me. I need to be doing something with purpose. So this isolation and complacency is leading to this gratitude. It's a gift for you right now. It is a gift that you are in these positions to regain your worthiness, to find that spark, because in those deepest, darkest places, and when we go deep within, we can find that spark, that guidance that we need, and we start connecting, and we become, and we find gratitude in having this time. Sometimes it's the ending of a relationship, or not having a job and not having, anything to do, those hardest times that we're in, that we find our worthiness and we find our mission. And that's really where you're at right now. And so the steps is in those moments, instead of feeling sorry for yourself, I lost the job or I lost this relationship, have gratitude that you have had this, because you are creating that space for you to connect to your soul purpose, which is really the reason you're here. It's not necessarily to have every relationship that you want or to have the material things you want. That's not why you're here. You're here to find the fulfillment within, that you can share that authentic part of yourself that we're all given. We're all given these gifts, and you're being shown at this time. It's time to wake up those gifts, to share it. Every person has these gifts, and your life is lonely and complacent when you are not allowing yourself to reach in and dig deep and share those gifts, because that's the real reason you came. And many of us here are on this planet to bring those in, to help in the ascension process, to grow awareness, to share who we are. Whatever gift we've been given, we need to be using and awakening at this time. So if you've gone through these dark times, be grateful for them, because it's guiding you to the higher place of who you really are. And who you really are shares your authenticity with the world and helps others grow. And then we expand the awareness and the enlightenment. And that's really where I see in October, Leos are finding themselves. Okay. All right. So, Spirit, giving me any more messages for Leo right now, where they're at right now, what they're going through. Spirit, in October. Spirit, give me the messages for Leo and the journey they are on during October. Spirit, give me any messages for Leo and the journey they're on in October. Okay. Okay. So right now you are recovering. So you may have let go of something, relationship, job, house, whatever it is. You're cleaning out the energy. You're simplifying your life, and the universe may be doing that for you if you haven't done it yourself. Okay, but you're recovering from it because as something is taking from you and you're opening that space, there's still some letting go and some healing that needs to happen. And so you're also going to be recovering during this month. It's why you're in isolation so that you can discover this. But it brings you through this, you're going to discover some happiness and stability. And maybe it's just in the direction you're starting to see the sunlight and starting to wake up to those things that you need to be able to see in the future that takes you forward on your purpose and your mission. Okay. Let's see what guidance. What is the lesson here for Leo during the month of October? What lesson is Leo getting during October? What is the lesson for Leo during the month of October? Patience. Okay. All right. Patience. So, a lot of people want to be from A to Z instantly, but it's saying you have to have patience. Okay. This is a process. It's a process that you grow in your gifts and in the things that you are bringing into your soul purpose. And you have to let go of a lot of things along this way. And each time you learn that lesson, and you do this with patience, it doesn't happen instantly. It doesn't happen overnight. It happens through the work put in. I don't like to say hard work, but it happens with passion put into our purpose and discipline in it also to make it grow. And it does take some time. So it's like, be patient. The stability, this happiness is coming, but you need patience and don't expect it to happen overnight because this is a process of your expansion, and expansion takes a little bit of time. It doesn't happen instantly. We wish it did. We wish we were ascending, right now to the top. But it takes time and it takes our patience and understanding because with each thing that we go through, every lesson we go through, we gain this patience, okay? And you just need to know it's happening in divine order, All right. A message for love right now. Anything new coming in love? In the present moment, a message on love, time. Okay. So it's like time is the message, right? You're trying too hard, give it time. So don't try and rush this because there is no rushing our growth. It's just happening as we go. And with this patience with the time, realize but be in the moment. In time, we can get caught up also in the future and the past, but we need to be understanding time is just taking place. Be in that moment where you are. Paint that painting in that moment that you are bored, when you're feeling empty inside. Go and in that emptiness, create something, create a new song, write something, spread your gifts. However it is, in those moments, you're growing. Don't expect the success until you've done the work to get there and growth. Okay. And that's what they're telling you for right now. Okay. So let's see, what is the future bringing in for Leo in October? Spirit, give us any messages needed. What the future is bringing in October. Spirit, give us the messages needed for Leo during this month of October. Okay. Okay. So it is bringing you towards your prosperity, okay? This process that you're going through brings you into the future, into the prosperity. Okay, the work that you're putting in now and the changes and the healing that you're putting in now brings you into the future, into your prosperity. Okay, Spirit, give us any guidance and messages needed for Leo during the month of October. Spirit, give us the messages for the future of Leo in October. Spirit, give us the messages needed for the future for Leo in October. Okay. All right. It says music for manifesting. Okay. So use some music, some healing. This is goes along with your healing. You want, and you may be a musician also, but you want to start using this to heal. There's healing tones, there's meditations that are healing, there's EFT sound, there is mantras, whatever. Bring this in as you're walking through this healing process. And, if it is that you're going to create something musically, do that. Okay, because this is overall bringing in the prosperity, but you need to use music because music is very healing and very creative to put in there, okay? Here we go again. It says, don't rush into action right now. Bide your time for better results. So don't think, if you're not healed and not in the process, sure, start your work, but don't, take it so fast. Remember, it's time that you're working with now. Take the time to become who you need to be through the healing process and through, tapping into the passions that are so important to you. Don't rush. Okay, and so in comes mother healing at this time. So, many of us, all of us have our mother and father issues, but for Leo in October, it's really focused on the healing, the belief systems, the family dynamics that didn't work from your ancestors. Really look at doing some healing with the mother energy, okay? Because as we do that, we're going to bring in this nurturing gift of love and opening our hearts more for others and for our journey and the self-love that we need. And we do get that a lot from our mother. So if we have this disconnection with mother at all, we want to bring that back because that's the love that we have, the unconditional love that needs to be gained in order to bring our purpose into fruition, So, but you want to go through the process of the healing right now with those issues, belief systems and things like that you may be noticing. Okay. Spirit, give us any more guidance for the future for Leo in the month of October. Spirit, give us the guidance needed for Leo for the month of October in the future. Spirit, give us the guidance needed for Leo in the month of October for their future. Okay. Okay, so there's something that, you are ending, and I think that came up here too, is that you're ending that old situation that has kept you, in a stalemate. And it is bittersweet because you have to let go of something before you move into your purpose, okay? So, understand it's okay to let go of these things. Don't stay stuck in the impasse. Even because it's bittersweet, there is going to be issues that come up of letting go, but opening that space up during the month of October by truly you letting go of those old situations and maybe relationships that need to be, so that in can come this new energy of prosperity and manifestation that wants to come in. Okay. Spirit, give me any guidance and information needed for Leos during the month of October. A lot of people always want to know about love, but for some reason my readings seem to be on purpose, at least this month. So I guess it's everybody needs to be, awakening that purpose, because self-love comes with self-purpose, and then it brings in the true love. But, the love cards are not really showing up as much, but that's because we're working on ourselves. What message does Leo need? Okay. And here we go again. Okay. Interesting. So through this, there are some lessons that, maybe you've been at an impasse of an ending, okay? And you've had some loss here, okay, because of temptation. But in comes the King of Cups, and we need to gain the understanding and do some healing around this, about those situations where we had the loss, and there was some temptation and maybe some betrayal here. So here's the love cards I was just speaking. We didn't have any, but it's saying that There's going to be some understanding coming in. You know, maybe you had lost some things that needed to get out of the way so that you could move forth in your soul purpose, or this energy is coming, but it's this understanding that must take place after the loss and after the betrayal. And in that understanding brings in this bittersweet energy to move forward in this prosperity, okay? And even in relationships, okay? So that could be coming back. We will do a love card on this, definitely. Let's do a message for this lesson here in the future. What is the message for Leo during the month of October? They need to understand. What is the lesson for Leo during the month of October in the future? What are they trying to learn, understand? Okay. Okay. So if you have guilt, or I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So this is about letting go of the past, okay? For you to move to this understanding and forgiveness, you got to let go of the past. Don't hold on to this energy. And this is during the month of October. So you're no longer in the impasse. You're completing this cycle so that you can gain this understanding needed to move into your prosperity and abundance. These are very important things to take care of because they create blockages if we haven't done our forgiveness and we found that self-love. And so it looks like there was some betrayal. It could be on your side or the other person's, but that needs to be released and forgiven. Okay. And the understanding must be gained. Okay. Let's do a love card for Leo. Spirit, give me any guidance needed and information needed for Leo on love during October. Spirit, give me any guidance needed for Leo during the month of October. Okay, so there is someone coming in. You know, maybe Leos seem real focused on themselves and healing some stuff that has happened in their lives. But there's a secret admirer, someone who has deeper feelings for you than they're letting on. So there is somebody waiting to come in, you know, when you do your work, and this person may show their energy to you and show you who they are during the month of October. All right, I'm going to get an overall message from the Akashic Records today. What is the overall message from the Akashic Records for Leo during October? What is the overall message for Leo during the month of October? And I think that is supposed to, there's two, okay? All right, so the overall message is the lookout. The lookout and intricacies and industry. Okay, so this is about the work. Okay. Now these Akashic, I'm going to have to read for you because their messages are so profound. I want to read it for you. Okay. So, let's get my book. Okay. It's just a second. I want to get my other glasses so I can see better. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. All right. Sorry about the wait, guys. All right. My eyes are so much fun lately, I can't read. Okay, here we go. Sorry about this. All right, so intricacies and industry. Okay, for the Seven of Scrolls. This is the overall message here. Okay, work on a Renaissance cathedral has just begun. At first, this building seems modest, but but as time its grandeur will reach several stories high and across the centuries. But now, piles of stones, my eyes are really doing good today, and rock do door the scene. A mason bends, focusing intently on a plumb bob that hangs out at a partially built wall. This instrument helps him determine if the wall is straight and true. At a basic level, this card could indicate holding or renovating a home or a business. This card also shows that you're on your way to greatness, but it requires attending to even the tiniest particulars. Be diligent with the specifics in your strategy, and pay considerable attention to detail and follow through. While you may have a long-term goal in mind, the small steps are what's important now. Even the most magnificent cathedrals were built stone by stone, day by day. It's only a heaping of the small that the great can be achieved. Okay, so perfect for the message that we got here is that you are working towards something great. And this is about your greatness. And it does take these steps in this healing process that we've discussed in this video. Okay, but that is what you're headed toward, your greatness, bringing your authenticity, bringing your purpose into the world right now. Okay, and the lookout. So let's see. And the other card was the lookout that fell out. So let me go to that. Okay. All right, the lookout. Okay. A man looks through binoculars from the crow's nest of a great masted ship. A battle is being waged on the deck below him. This card tells you to be on the lookout. There are challenging situations, perhaps even a battle of sorts around you. You could experience a sudden fall or loss of your position, but if you're aware, you can make the backup plan that will help you ride through the difficult time a little more easily. This phase may be temporary, but it is important to keep your balance. Your strength will carry you through to a better time to come. So, which is perfect on this. So, a lot of people may be going through this loss, like we talked about earlier in the cards, and it's the letting go because it's making it clear for this cathedral that you're building, this magnificent you that is being done stone by stone, piece by piece. There's no rush. There is just taking your time to get to your cathedral. Okay. But be on the lookout because when you see, if they haven't happened already, but they do happen, these losses that you're going to encounter, which have shown up here, they are for a reason. They're divinely guided to take you to building the greatness, to bringing out your greatness. So with every failure, we find our strength, a little more of it. So realize that that's in the month of October for you, but it's going to guide you into true soul purpose on your journey. Okay. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. If you do want to contact me for a private personal reading, contact me at alexandrathemedium.com. I'll put it in the links below. Everyone have an amazing October, and hopefully we'll do some videos soon. Have a great day. Love everybody.